Yo, back at it again. On my way to work. What y'all know about that? Y'all know nothing about work, huh? It's wild. When you think about it, I go here every day. It takes me like an hour to get here. I just started filming these little 20-minute videos. You get 10 minutes of me driving to work. You get 10 minutes of me driving back from work. Well, I'm just gonna ramble. What you know about rambling? That's what you about to get. I don't know if it is gonna be interesting, because I don't even know what to talk about this morning. Yesterday I talked about my video game journey. I'm about to get back into making video games for real though. You know what I mean? I downloaded Unity. Hey, Devlog 0 coming soon. Let me see. What we got on today's agenda? Nothing, man. I forgot it. I got up late. I got up at like 7:30. My son was crying. Had to change his diaper real quick. Passed him to the wife. Told her to feed him. You know what I'm saying? Like a real G, like a top G. No, I'm just kidding. Fed him or whatever, and then I forgot to take my allergy medicine, and I forgot to bring a scarf with me, or not a scarf, but like my face covering. Because these seasonal allergies be killing me, man. Like the first couple weeks of spring, I'll be dying. So that's messed up. So today gonna be kind of brutal for you, boy. But it's alright though. I'm gonna struggle through, get to the other side. On my way home, both of my eyes might be red. Everybody might think I'm smoking weed on the job, but it is what it is. Oh man. Yeah, man, I live in Florida. Florida, man, ain't that bad. Florida, man, is kind of funny, actually. Unless you're one of those people who go around making other people angry all the time, then Florida, man, can be quite scary. You ever talk to those people who are assholes and don't know why people don't like them, and they think that it's because maybe they look a certain way, or they think it's because of some lifestyle that they got that nobody's even paying attention to, but it's really they're just assholes. You know what I'm talking about? They try to join whatever movement that's happening at the moment to say that this is why people are hating on them, when that's not the reason why. You just joined that movement. Like you're not. That's not why people don't like you. You're an asshole, all right? People don't like them, all right, because they're assholes. But people don't like you because you're an asshole. And then you just joined a random movement to try to feel like included, so you can get some sympathy for the hate that you get, when you're always going to be hated on regardless. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Nah, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. It's hard, man. Those people are a dime a dozen, actually. There's a lot of them. There's actually quite a few people who are like that. And then whatever movement they join, they just pollute the fuck out of that shit. And then whatever it was meant to be, it's no longer that anymore. And they bring other people who are just like them in. But you know, in today's day and age, it's hard to tell the difference between somebody who's receiving a hate crime or somebody who's just a fucking asshole. Like it's so hard to even tell the difference between the two, to the fact where you just gotta like, all right, everybody's just getting hate crimed all over the place because you can't tell. And you don't want to be the guy who's like, man, ain't nobody hating on you, ain't nobody, you know what I mean? You don't want to be the guy who's talking shit like that person ain't receiving the hate crime and shit, and they actually are receiving a hate crime, but they're also a fucking asshole. You don't want to be that dude, though. And that's the day and age that we live in, yo. That's where we at right now. It's cool though. It's cool though in regular life. Like, you don't too much hear about this shit. When you go out to bars and shit, the only thing that people talk about, they talk about your sports teams, whatever TV show they watching. You go to anime convention, they just talk about anime and shit. So a lot of the stuff that you see online, you can kind of really, like in real life, you can avoid that shit hard, like mad easy. But online, it's like unavoidable. It's everywhere. It's all anybody talks about. As soon as they pick up a computer, trans person this, black person that, Jewish person over here, Asian hate. You know what's funny? Speaking of Asian hate, the funniest shit about Asian hate is like nobody takes it seriously because the only people hating on them is black people. My bad. My bad. There's some truth to that though. Like, like the top levels, the systematic Asian hate that happens. Nobody cares about that because that's just that. In a way, that version of Asian hate is almost like proving that they're smart or they're like good. Like, what's the word that I want to use? They're good, like studious. What's the word there? I don't even know. Efficient, like studious and efficient. Like they're like that. So they get systematic hate for that. But like the racism that they get almost entirely comes from black people. so nobody takes it seriously. And it's kind of messed up. Because black people aren't allowed to be racist somehow. I don't even know how that works, bro. I don't even know how that works. I'm black. Sometimes I think I am thoroughly racist. And then they'll just be like, well, it's not systematic. Like, it's almost like just because it's not a systemic, that's the word, systemic racism, people don't care as much about it per se, unless you use the forbidden words. You know what I mean? If you use the forbidden words, and all of a sudden people will get outraged about it, and then if you have a good enough job, they'll come find you and make you lose your job. But like, there's other like micro, what they call microaggressions, or there's other like smaller little things that people do. But yeah, the divide between Asian people in America, but it's not even really Asian people, because like the Indian people don't really get any hate from black people. It's just like the more Eastern Asians, if that makes sense. They specifically Koreans, because they make the stores in our neighborhoods, and black children are bad. Like, I got 4 of them. All right, listen. All right, I'm black. I made 4 fucking black children. They're bad. But it's not their fault per se. My kids aren't bad, but when you see an unruly black child, it feels it's like, okay, so like unruly white children are annoying as fuck, right? But unruly black children are sometimes scary, if that makes sense. And it's not any fault of their own. It's just a history thing. Like, there's almost a reverence. There's a weird way where black people are simultaneously treated as inferior by recognizing the advantages they have physically, if that makes sense. It's the oddest thing ever. It's like you put a you ever see an anime where you have a character who has like all this hidden power and shit, but they have like a mental block that's stopping them from using that power? That's kind of like what it's like for black people in society, really. Like, we get recognized for our physical prowess, right? But that physical prowess is the thing that people look at us for as inferiors. It's odd. It's odd. It's an odd thing that happens. very odd thing that happens. But anyway, the black children in the fucking Korean store. It's cheap fucking land. They go to the hood and they open up a store. Niggas is always buying shit. So it's quick money. You know what I'm saying? They can make a living just opening a store in a black neighborhood. And black kids go in there and steal from their ass all the time. So, you know, you always get the jokes, hurry up and buy, you know, the hurry up and buy joke or whatever. But that should be real. So, well-meaning black children get treated badly because of the unruly black children. And that puts a divide between mostly Korean. It's mostly Koreans who open up these stores but they get counted as Chinese and all the other knees. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it happens. One Eastern Asian does something, all the Eastern Asians catch the flack for it, and that's the racist part about it. And it's wild. It's the wildest part about that is black people and Asian people probably share cultural ideas and rituals and just stuff. We just share back and forth so much to the point where it's almost like it's like when you have a really, really, really good friend, right? And he get too fucking friendly. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all are mad at each other for a little while, but y'all come back to being friends again. That's basically what it's like between the Eastern Asians and black people in America. That's pretty much what it is, if that makes sense. All that fucking rambling I did just to say that. Alright, so that's how I'm gonna end my morning video. Asian people are cool. Holla at me. Japanese, Chinese, how you say it? Japanese is it's good morning. Ohio. China is just, I only know how to say hi in Chinese, which is like ni hao, something like that, I think. I don't know any of the other Asian languages. The Filipinos, I can just speak Spanish to them, right? So hola. I know they got their own language and stuff, but they speak Spanish over there too. I don't know the rest of the language. I should learn some of that stuff, man. I should learn some of that stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, end of the morning video.